So Nintendo could face some legal action from the European Commission for Joycon drift. So coming from an article here on IGN, European Commission confirms it is looking into Joycon drift complaints. The EC could investigate further and take coordinated action. Now, if you don't know what Joycon drift is, just to give a short rundown, it is basically like controller drift. And if you don't know what controller drift is, it is whenever you have a controller in front of you, for instance. Let's say that you have a controller in front of you, for instance. Let's say you also have a game turned on, right? Like, let's say you're playing maybe Uncharted, Sly Cooper. Honestly, those are the only... God of War, there we go. You're playing, games like that, okay? You're not touching your controller, but your character is either... your character is either moving or your camera angle is actually moving around to the left or right. I've seen this happen in numerous different games that I've played. Playing Call of Duty, I've had, stick drift on my PS4 controllers. I've had stick drift so many times on my damn PS4 controllers. It is unreasonable. It is unbelievable. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And it's pretty much just like that on a Joy-Con, because Joy-Cons also have the analog sticks. The European Commission has confirmed that it will consider complaints into Nintendo Switch Joy-Con drift, potentially launching further investigation and coordinated action. Speaking to IGN, a European Commission EC spokesperson explained the European Commission will carefully consider all the elements brought forward by the BEUC together with the national consumer authorities in the coming weeks to assess the need for further investigation into the matter and a possible coordinated action as foreseen under the Consumer Protection Cooperation Regulation. Asked what the coordinated action could involve, the EC spokesperson pointed to previous cases in which companies were compelled to change their practices after being deemed to have broken EU consumer laws. The original complaint called for Nintendo to offer free repairs to existing Joy-Cons and to change the design in future models to prevent drift. The EC has made no mention of what it could enforce. So yeah, so basically this has been an issue for a while now. I've read up, I've seen YouTubers talk about this like for years now. For years, this has been an issue. Joy-Con drift has been an issue for years. And in some cases, I've seen Nintendo just kind of slide it under the rug. It's basically like, if we don't look at it, maybe, just maybe, it'll go away.
Maybe if we don't look at it, it'll go away.
That's kind of how Nintendo has treated this issue in some cases, in some ways. I've seen other companies do similar things like this. They have an issue with the product. They don't want to own up. They don't want to own up to the fact that they have an issue. Maybe, you could also take into account, if we own up to this and we actually attempt to do the consumer good, we'll lose out on money. You could also take that into account too. But it's like they won't own up to the fact that their product has a defect in it. So they're like, oh yeah, we don't know. We do not know. What is that? Didn't hear you. Oh, sorry. Don't know. They'll basically just slide it under the rug. They will just not look at it and pretend it's not real. They will just ignore people's complaints. I've seen companies do that before, and Nintendo is kind of doing this, doing that with Joy-Con drift. I've seen issues with Joy-Con drift for ages. On my Nintendo Switch, I personally haven't had issues with Joy-Con drift, and that's a good thing. But I know that a lot of people have, and Joy-Cons are expensive, man. They legitimately, if you was to have to go and replace them fairly, frequently because of Joy-Con drift, that will burn a hole in your wallet quickly. And I mean quickly, because how much are they? Like $70, $80, something like that. They are out of this world crazy price, in terms of price. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. It'd be super greatly appreciated to let me know what y'all have to say. Anyways, though, love y'all. Stay beautiful. Do not go ugly on me either. I'll see you all on the next one.